Are any of the X-ray attacks in Mortal Kombat X actually survivable, or will all of them send you straight to the morgue?
Watching from the sky, a beam of light. I am Electric Eye.
And ta-da! The first dinosaur on Isla Muerta. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Jurassic World Evolution. Now, today we're going to be going to do a quick tour of the new park. Yes, I called the park that we're working on YouTube. Makes sense, it's kind of obvious. And then we're going to go over to Isla Muerta, the Island of Death. Something along those lines. It's not exactly a pleasant place to be. I did also learn that Isla Matanceros roughly translates to Slaughter Island. Like, jeez, man! Some of these names are just hardcore! I mean, I think Isla sort of means Sarcasm Island or Irony Island, which is a bit weird, but c'est la vie. I'm not one to complain. Now, we're ready to rock and roll. I think I'm just gonna get my mic down here. Awesome, possum, and let's get underway. Let me show you what I've been working on. So here's the park so far. We've got what you would expect. Edmontosaurus, left, right, and center. We got Edmontosaurus and Triceratops and Struthiomimus, right? Now, if we go up and over, we have a new enclosure. Crichtonsaurus, with two Crichtonsaurs. Michael, as in Michael Crichton, the author. Yes, I am that kind of a nerd. And Claire, because why not? And Dracorex, Dua, pet scientist, Dee Dee, Darcy, Dame, Dana, and Darlene. Now these are some of my personal favorite dinosaurs, the Dracorex, because they're small, cute little herbivores that have a fairly decent rating, and while they're fairly expensive, they're quite useful on the islands. And then if I go over here, our Ceratosaurs, like Sabrina, Cassidy, and Clarissa, are all here and ready to rock and roll. And there's one more thing. Huayangosaurus. I love Huayangosaurus. These are the stegosaurs I mentioned earlier and teased at the end of the last episode. And what do you know? Not only do I have them, but I have them at 100%. In fact, I don't really have yet Senoceratops. And that's because I haven't quite figured out where I'm going to place the Senoceratops just yet. But I think I figured I would leave that for you guys, so that you guys can bear witness. There's also going to be a Jurassic World Evolution update coming up. That's not going to fit. Coming up on September 13th. That's going to be all kinds of interesting fun, because it's going to be all about updating several things, including a new mode in challenge mode, which I think I'll live stream with one of my buddies, and allowing you to not only use your hotels as dinosaur visibility, but you can also see with your viewing galleries, like the perspective that they would see, which is something that I really liked to Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, a game that this game constantly gets compared to. But I digress. Why don't we move on to Isla Muerta, now that we're getting started here. And here we go.
As if prehistoric creatures weren't enough to contend with, on this next island, Isla Muerta, you may have some meteorological events. You know, storms, extreme weather, that kind of thing from time to time.
Oh dear. Oh wow, I forgot about this.
As you can see, the weather on this island can be a little temperamental. First thing you're going to want to do is fix any damage this storm has caused. You should use a ranger team to get the park operational again. Oh, and don't forget to close any emergency shelters when it's safe to do so. Guests won't spend their hard-earned dollars huddled in a bunker underground.
That must have been quite the storm. And
It seems that bad weather is often a precursor to bad behavior from the dinosaurs. If you believe that everything is connected, the so-called butterfly effect, and I do believe it, by the way, then one small change is all it takes to create a series of toppling dominoes leading to rampaging dinosaurs. They don't make a butterfly net big enough to stop them.
Yeah, Ian Malcolm was just talking about the butterfly effect and how it's a big proponent of the Jurassic universe. Thank you. Alright, so now that we've got that out of the way, let's focus on getting the park ready for business. So first thing I like to do is because they give you 2 pre-built enclosures, I like to just make it 1. You can keep it as 2 if you'd like, but personally I just like to keep it at 2 just because it makes things a little bit easier on me. Now the next thing we're going to do is I think we will use Ceratops to get our feet off the ground. Because, you know, nothing sells a park quite like having genetically modified ceratopsians running around. So get a base. Aggressive instincts. Do that. Cardio strength. Intensive repair. There we go. There we go. And then a couple more. Uh-oh. I just realized I may have slightly fucked up. But it's okay. At least we can guarantee 2 of the dinosaurs coming in. Have a viewing gallery. If I can post one here. If the gaze will let me. No, I don't think it will. That's fine though, because so long as the dinosaurs are themselves visible, we'll be fine. Next course of action will be to have... Come on. A restaurant here. Clothes shop here. Yeah, saw that coming. And we ran out of power to the ranger station, which is not ideal. But at this point, I'll take anything if it just means getting those dinosaurs. I just realized I should have probably also built a feeder, but again, things get a bit shady a little bit too quickly around here. But I digress. We'll have our first Ceratops out of these incubators relatively soon, and we will be in business. Which makes me very happy because, you know, if you start wrong on Isla Muerta, you can really fuck yourself over in short order. And I think that's all you start with. You just start with the ranger station, what you have on the islands, and that's about it. But I just remembered. Damn it. I think I'll remove that and replace it with this. 5% chance of a power outage, though. And ta-da! The first dinosaur on Isla Muerta.
This Ceratops should prove interesting.
You're telling me. There we go. Now we're at... We should put you at about 1.5 stars by the time we're done, so... Okay. So now we should be turning a profit relatively soon. Ah, bitch. That's the worst. There's like I think it's a 5% chance of you not getting a contract, and it still gives you the contract cooldown. Like, fuck! Pardon my language. It's ridiculous. Hey, let's get that frickin' thing. Oh, damn it! Give me that. Thank you. Now we're officially in Buenos. Now, hopefully we can get a contract in short order so that we can, let's see, 134 out of 320, that's good. And 49 out of 320 for those guys. Sweet! Now let's watch the release of the game. So Sinoceratops is the first true ceratopsian dinosaur found in China. You know, 4 legs, big bodies, frills, and horns. But there are other ceratopsian dinosaurs that are from China from much earlier. They're just smaller, bipedal, and oftentimes didn't have frills. This thing is basically the closest to a Triceratops you're going to get out of China. Now with a, let's see, 2 to 7, and let's get naming these guys. Name this one Simi. I know, real creative. Sandy. I named this one September because that's the month we're in right now, and I'm really running out of name ideas. Please let me know if you have other name ideas. I'm really open to naming ideas in general. When I name you... Which one of these words is a half-decent name? I think I'll stick to Shauna. I mean, it's not exactly original, but we definitely have the money to feed the dinosaurs now, so let's get that started. There. Now that we can feed the ceratopsians, let's try and find a contract.
Always a pleasure to work with you.
I'll take that. It's just going to take a little while for us to get what we need in order to get an expedition going. So, if you remember, we need 2 buildings in order to man a successful expedition. We need an expedition center, and we need a fossil center. So, we should probably get those underway relatively soon-ish. In the meantime, let's check out these dinosaurs eating. You know what'll help? I feel. Excuse me, guys. And the photo mode is going to be improved too. I'll take that. $7,000. That basic, or almost $8,000. That almost funds refueling one of those things. The rest, however, is going to have to come from contracts and whatever basal income we're having from this. I think the main thing we're losing out on is fun. Yeah. So I think to at least offset some of that, we'll wait on it, I think, because we need other stuff right now. And I don't think there's anything else we can really sell outside of this path. And it's not really worth it. And frankly, it's not really all that worth it anyhow. Having the Sinoceratops eat, though, that's huge. You ate already, right? Yeah, you definitely did. It's empty. Manually reboot. Every few minutes that gets a tune-up, but I figured we'd just get one out of the way faster. Anyway, other things that we have coming in the update includes resizes for some of the dinosaurs, although I'm pretty sure I already told you about much of the update because they revealed what was going to be in those updates long before. So, that being said, now that you know, September 13th, and that will also mean, because oh, it's a Thursday. Right. That's another thing. I'm in school now. Tomorrow? Well, I mean tomorrow when I record this, but on Tuesdays and Thursdays I'll be at school for a couple of hours in the night, so recording is going to be a little bit complicated, but it's no big. having some sort of structure around really helps.
I've got something for you, if you're interested.
Hey, I'm not gonna complain, ma'am. Okay. Well, seems everybody's on an expedition mindset right now, so we're gonna have to wait. Tick-tock, tick-tock. I know, this isn't the most exciting game in the world for you guys to be watching. You'd be watching Doom, or God of War, or Spider-Man, because that's coming out in, like, 4 days. I mean, Spider-Man's not out yet, but it will be out around the time that this video comes out. But there isn't much I can really say. Okay capacity and okay satisfaction. 4 dinosaurs support variety. What do you expect out of me, game? Jesus Christ. I shouldn't really be mouthing off at it. I really do enjoy this game. I've been itching for an excuse to play this, and I thought maybe you could alter the language settings in the base game to be like, hey, I get to play the game in German. But, oh, excuse me. Oh.
I know you've handled work like this in the past, so this contract should be right up your alley.
Okay, we got contracts from literally everyone. That's going to be fantastic. We all know that we're going to need a carnivore at some point. What color is the Muerta sign? It's hard to tell, but I think it's orange. This dusk filter is such a pain in the ass, and thank God that you're going to be able to alter the times that you're on any of the islands, not just on Isla Nublar. So as much as Isla Muerta is a dusk island, throwing a sepia filter on everything or having it look like a real smoky day just isn't my bag. And you think I'm kidding about that? I really am not. There was a time where it was so freaking smoky in the city where I live. I live in Alberta. I'm not gonna say exactly where because I feel like that would be giving away too much, at least right now. That would be a good spot. Boom, and we're out of power. Fuck. Okay, well. That means we're gonna have to build another power station, which means crap. This is gonna be a little while. Oh boy. But as I was saying earlier, before, damn, I lost my train of thought. Fuck. Right, where I live, it was so smoky that you step outside and it's orange, like sunset orange. But it's a Friday morning. Okay, so we got Dilophosaurus and Chunkingosaurus, Velociraptor, and what else? What did we get out of North America? Ankylosaurus and Corythosaurus. Fucking excellent. Okay, I think we're going to start with. I think we'll start with the Zhilujing. And we have 2 minutes to raise $400,000. 666 guests. Oh no! Oh boy. Okay. Can I drive this around? Okay. At least I can do manual stuff, so I guess it's really no big, but damn, that's gonna be terrible. Terrible. Oh, well, also, I mean, small and medium herbivore fossil, getting contract money is going to be a big help, so I suppose it's not all bad. I think the most important thing we need is a power station, and I think I'm going to plant one right next door, right across the way, somewhere, because we're also going to need a research center, and I'm going to show you guys how to cheat the system a little bit when it comes to this sort of thing. Because there is a way to kind of cheat the system a little bit in the main campaign for Jurassic World Evolution. It's a bit of a pain, it's a bit time consuming, as I imagine would not surprise you at all, but it is very time consuming. But it's worth it because you get to do stuff basically for free if you know what you're doing, and then you can come back to Isla Muerta with all of your stuff. And this is what I would highly recommend you guys do on any of your islands: is get a decent foothold like you have here. You're making a little bit of money here because your funds, as you probably noticed, don't transfer over between islands. You don't have a set. You do not have a set amount of you don't have a set amount of money that travels with you across the islands. Each island has its own bank account, which is going to be painfully evident when we get to Isla Tacaño. I'm not going to spoil why, but if you guys are, I'm just going to say, you don't have a lot of cash on hand. Okay. It's just in the power station. Okay, here comes the expedition and thus our contract money. I hope. I'm reasonably sure. Come on. Come on. Bingo! Okay, so it isn't quite enough, but it is. But at least we got our reputation set. And then we get to hear some nice messages.
That's what I like about you. You get results.
Welcome back. Looks like the expedition was a success.
You're telling me. Give me. Okay. Thank you! Okay. I think, yeah, I'm just gonna build it next door here. Done. And now we'll definitely have power across the entire island. Once we get a research center placed down, I will definitely show you guys how to exploit this game's systems.
This opportunity is solid.
And that is not a good start because Styracosaurus is an entertainment award. You need to get a certain entertainment thing, which includes beating missions and such. I don't think we'll be beating any missions tonight, but maybe maybe we will. I think if we could do the science mission tonight, because that one's pretty easy. And then if we get a high science reputation, we could get baryonyx, which I'm all about. Love me baryonyx. Come on, power station. Come on, power station. Remember, they travel from this point, so if we want to get a transport rating up, we have to build stuff close to it. Or have a cute alternative. There! Now, we've got power to spare. Now we just gotta build up build up some cash. Get a fossil center so that we can sell fossils and get more genetic codes and such. And then once we plant a research center, probably close by, we will easily crush what we need. I think we'll save up for a fast food restaurant too, because once we have a fast food restaurant, a little bit of fun, get the food to drink up, and all of that's going to be excellent. And then we can maybe even have a gift shop for even more money. More money! More money! Oh, that's interesting. Your expedition stats carry over from island to island. Interesting. So we're going to know how many fossils and digs we're going to complete by the time we are done. Which means eaten. Okay. So yeah, Isla Tacaño is unlocked at 3 stars, and a second dig site team, or third, I think it's the second one, is unlocked with a 5-star rating across the islands. Or across this island. Let's try science.
An opportunity has presented itself.
You suck. But you know what? There's an easy way to do that. And we have the cash to do it. Struthies. Struthies, I tell ya. Okay. We can raise our Struthies for about 120 thou. And get our money back and then some, basically. Breed the 3 dinosaurs, get a bit of a science contract boost, get more money, get more visitors in, at least for a little while, because this is just going to be a temporary measure. I don't intend on having Struthia Mimus on the island permanently, but if it's to complete the contract, Struthiomimus is your best friend for this kind of thing. Especially since they're done nice and quick, like that. Perfect. There we are. 3 for 3.
The science division thanks you. And so do
So that probably cost, what, 150 grand at the most?
Here's a reward for you. It's for your exceptional work on Isla Muerta.
Wet. And we still made money off of that. That is kind of obscene, but really awesome at the same time. Okay, at this rate, operations. Yeah, we need a fossil center, and then we're basically good to go. Ow. The Struthies don't do much for our ratings, but, I mean, 82 grand a minute, that's not bad. We had that kind of money. IRL, that would be kind of ridiculous. But let's have our fossil center nestled over here. And then we can start getting fossils out of this. Entertainment.
This contract can really help our bottom line.
Well, we have no carnivores, so this is just an easy way to make money. And normally I don't take the two arrow things, but I mean, I'm not gonna complain. And besides, how much money are we making off of this? I bet you it's not that much. It's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 100 grand. That's not terrible. And in 2 minutes we make 160. So really, it's a $250,000 contract. If you think about it like that, so you're good to go. If you think about it like that, of course. You just kind of peek underneath here. But you gotta keep up appearances. Bam! Okay, fossil center. What do we got? Chunkingosaurus amber, and Chunkingosaurus fossils, and $40,000 Cynodon fossils. Nice. We don't have the cash for that, so I'm just gonna let that cook for a bit, so that we get our money. I think the Cynodon thing fully funded that, so we should be basically back to square one, just with a nearly complete new dinosaur genome in the form of Chunkingosaurus. This thing right here. Won't even tell you a damn thing about it until you get it unlocked. But we can always just have a quick peek and see what's going on. Yeah, 33, 34%. Bam! And then this high quality fossil should probably bring it up to, I want to say about 40 to 45% in that window. Yeah, that's going to be close to 40%. So, excellent. So Chunkingosaurus is well on its way, and we have some money to go with. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. 300 grand in the bank.
That is a textbook example of doing it right.
And as a bonus, lets us get another contract.
I'm bringing this contract to you while it's still hot.
No, that was a one-time thing. I'll just kind of say,
We've some work you might be interested in.
actually, yeah. Expedition for a carnivore fossil. 90 grand, we make 125,000, and that's $35,000 plus. And because it's a 2-minute expedition, we'll get our money back and then some. I love these kinds of games because it makes me feel so smart when I think about stuff like that. C'est la vie. And the Struthies aren't going to get named, by the way. They're basically just temporary holdovers until they croak. So the Ceratops are going to hold on, that's for sure. I wonder. I think just because. There we go. Won't be very long now. I like to pick up an entertainment contract, though, just to even things out.
And I'm not really checking my engine database, even though we have a bunch of stuff. But, like I said, there's a bunch of stuff. And that's just dinosaurs. But I'm not really interested in checking platinum for this game not too long ago. So, I ain't exactly remiss. Water break. Okay, I don't know what is with the ice. I think it's because it was in the deep freeze, but it just don't feel right. Don't feel right in the nose. The weird thing is I don't know if I'm really smelling it or not. But, hey ho. Okay. Come on, Isaac, give me something good. Let me have a thingy-majiggy, please. Want a contract. Hook me up with a contract, damn it. You would think that I'm not sure why there's even a contract cooldown to begin with, but said it be.
You've done good work in the past. That's why I know you are perfect for this contract.
No, I hate that contract. I absolutely despise that kind of contract. But again, we're gonna make our money in short order. 125,000. That should bring us very close to 400. Yeah, boom, boom. So it's just a matter of time once again. And it looks like it was almost exactly the same as the Chunkingosaurus.
I guess this means congratulations are in order.
Indeed. And one thing about ambers are really good right at their best right at the start when you have the genome, because as you have seen with Chunkingosaurus and you're going to see with Dilophosaurus, if you get an amber right off the bat, that's a third of the genome done and ready for you. In fact, I think fossils and stuff like that in general are much better if they're the first thing scanned, because you have a fresh genome. Whereas if I scanned another amber off of this, I'd only get about 10% of the genome, maybe 15, because more unique chunks of the genome are there. As you get further along, you kind of reach a certain point where you know a 1-star fossil is 1% of the genome, a 2-star is 2 stars is 2%, 3 is 3 to 5, and amber is 10. And really, at the point where you start pulling 3-star fossils and they're at 90%, and they're right next to like 1 or 2-star fossils, just stick to the 1 or 2-star fossils and sell the 3 stars, because the 3 stars are actually worth a half decent amount of money. Now that we can have a research center, which I think I'm just gonna put right here. Although, watch how badly this is gonna flatten. Boof. That's a steep drop if I've ever seen one. Once this is done, we're just going to go back to Isla Matanceros and, like I said, exploit the hell out of a quote-unquote glitch.
Here's a chance to really prove yourself.
Ooh, gimme. I like that. I like the idea of that sort of expedition.
I've always considered myself a bit of an adventurer and a lot of a luxury hotel fan, huh? So enjoy your time in the dirt.
I love this. DNA stands for deoxy something or other. That's not important. And what is important is that we need more of it. DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acid. I get it's a bit of a mouthful, but it's not that hard. Okay, so I wonder if those white panels act as like a loading screen. I don't think so. It'd be kind of neat if you had like the white panels on top that acted as like a bit of a loading screen, so you knew when buildings are done, like that. And now that new research options are available, I'm going to show you a few things once we are done here. Once we are done completing this contract for Isaac to get the entertainment peeps satisfied. Won't take very long now. But I suppose while we wait, I'll show you what we can now research for. We now have an upgrade to robust digestion. Brain aging is now available, as is reaction speed and an upgrade to immune response. We also have 2 new diseases that we need to research: Campylobacter and bracken poisoning. Several new building upgrades and a new building type. This is the reason why we're going back to Matanceros. A $2 million price tag is a lot, But because it's the monorail, it is absolutely worth it. And I'll be more than happy to show you what I'm talking about in a little bit here. How long is it? Okay. So once we get to Matancero, I'll talk a little bit more. And for enclosure options, we have the viewing tower and heavy steel. And again, a $2 million budget for viewing platforms. Yikes. I think that's about it. And then, of course, all of these good things. Success rate 2.0 is unlocked on Isla Muerta when you do this. And number 3 is you don't get the 3.0 version of this until like Isla Sorna and deep into Isla Sorna. So that's a big end game thing, which always kind of makes me laugh because it's like, hey, here you go. Couldn't it have been a reward on Ticanyu at least? Like, goddamn. Hey, Huayangosaurus, sell that for some money, do that, and then Chunkingosaurus. Okay, now that everybody's satisfied enough.
Wow, keep this up and the sky's the limit.
Agreed. Let's go back to Isla Matanceros. See you guys on the other side. And we're back. Isla Matanceros, 200 miles west of Costa Rica. And here we are. The little park that's built right on the island. Now that we're here, allow me to show you all of the fun stuff that we have. Okay, so now as you know, we have 2 research centers now in total. We have one on Isla Matanceros and we have one on Isla Muerta. Because of that, we can research stuff here and it'll carry across, including, where is it? The monorail system. It'll take a little while, but I can definitely afford to throw away $2 million on Isla Matanceros. And we have another side bonus. We can also do our expeditions from here as well, meaning that we can build up genomes on an island that has a lot of cash to allow us to build new dinosaurs on an island that may actually need it someday. We'll install a 3rd one of these things, because I know I'm going to breed a bunch more of those Chungkingosauruses. There we go. I'm sure Henrietta won't mind. And these things are really good for profit, but it takes a while to get them going. It takes a while, to say the very, very least. But, like I said, in just a few minutes' time, we're going to have probably the best thing that... It takes a little while to get used to if you don't know, if you've never messed with it before. But believe you me, it's awesome. It's a fantastic way to really... Zeros. The only thing that's below 90% is transport at 51 to 52%. That's not exactly ideal. So we're going to have to fix that, and we're going to have to fix that in pretty short order. Especially if we manage to get the transport system back up and get the Chunkingosaurus like I had promised. How much power do we have? I'm curious, because we're going to need at least 10. 24 available power. That is awesome sauce. And once we have that ready to go, we'll research the next thing, which will probably be power upgrades. Mainly in, where is it? Improved output. So this makes it, I think it goes up from I don't remember exactly what it goes up to, but 18% is good. That's guaranteed Chungking, and some Dilo fossils. And platinum, man, man. I'm
would have loved to have had that on Isla Mata, or on Isla Muerta. Oh well. 2 digs later and we'll have the Ooh, contract. Uh-oh.
Control relinquished.
I'm gonna hope and fucking pray
Adding to the list.
that Sally is okay. It looks like Sally is not actually sick with something with any of the new diseases. I totally forgot about that. So I guess we'll actually focus on the diseases now. There's like I said, 2 new diseases that we need to incubate: Campylobacter, which the Dracorexes are very susceptible to, and bracken poisoning, which that would be very, very bad. There's a bunch of really nasty stuff in this game. Cryptosporidium, bird flu, rabies. I kind of wish the diseases really altered certain things, like in Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. Again, big I know, I'm making the comparison again, but rabies drove your carnivores fucking batshit crazy. It would have been nice if that was actually a thing. And I can see tapeworms, like, massively increasing the dinosaur's metabolism, because, you know, there's got a goddamn giant-ass worm in them. Goddamn giant-ass worm in them. Salmonella could make your dinos, like, fall down and sleepy, even though sleep's not a thing yet. The fact that this game is getting updates Frontier style is refreshing, at the very least. Because, you know, if this game didn't get updates, I'd be kind of sad about that. Helicopter. Oh, itchy. I'm very itchy. And I don't think it's because I've gotten bug bites recently, but there we go. The monorail is complete. Now we're actually going to hold on to our butts and wait for it to come back before we start researching the next thing. Because that way we can multitask. Let the machine do much of the work. You know what I mean? So, Jing. I just wanted to come here and get a few things done and then probably head back. I don't want to, like, stick around on Matanceros since you've seen all the Matanceros already. But let's get diseases worked on. And in the meantime, let's build a monorail station. Now, you always start your monorail stations right next to your arrival points, or at least as close as you can. Now, there's 2 kinds of systems that you can do. You can do shuttle or you can do loop. I'm going to see if I can do a loop. No, I can't. So we're going to do a shuttle system. So we're going to... So now you can do the track here. And your track actually works as a means to see more dinosaurs. Like, you can use it as, like, a big visibility thing, which is exactly what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be a long train ride, but it's gonna be worth it. I think we will, like, do this. I don't like that, so you can just delete. Edit to your pleasure. Now, I like to... Okay, terrain constraints are a bit of a bitch in this game, but at least the paths can deal. I'm gonna do that and pull it around. Okay, the curve's a bit sharp there, but I think do that and then. So I think what we're going to have to do is do that, zoom around, boom, done. And then build this and attach a path. Now, I personally always like to try to make it a loop system, just because it looks more complete to me, but as you've seen, it doesn't quite work, because I built this thing a little too close to the arrival point, and I can't actually get it to loop around.
because, like everything else in the game, the monorail track system has to obey the buildable area system. So we're stuck here. But
I'm not a fan of long walks, and it seems your guests agree with me. Increase your transport coverage and help us all take a load off.
the global transport rating is now 86%. Not exactly 90%, but frankly, I'm not going to complain. It's just a long train ride at that point, and with views like what you can have on Matanceros. Right. I forgot about this step. Okay, well, another neat thing you can actually do is that if you have an existing monorail system and everything goes according to plan, you can actually attach a new monorail system right onto the tracks, so that you don't have to massively alter your systems or anything. It's a fantastic system. The way they did transport in this game is excellent. It looks like we're well within the power range too. So, while we wait, let's get this going, get that going, sell these for cash. Let's at least get a complete Chunkingosaurus genome if we can. I would like that. But of course, no promises. So now it's also kind of less of a train ride if you think about it, because now you can actually stop somewhere. You can actually have a stop on the way. Just gotta wait for this to be done. Boom. What? 100%? Like, literally everywhere on the island is accessible? Doesn't that sound fantastic to you? Sounds fantastic to me. And that will even... And transport ratings don't really get altered unless... Even with the crowding system. So, I think the next thing we'll do... I think I forgot to... Unless I didn't forget. I didn't forget! That was perfect. Let's do heavy steel. Because heavy steel ain't gonna take very long, and it's an aesthetically better looking fence for the carnivores, and because we don't really need electrified fences on Isla Matanceros, unless you decide that it's a good idea to piss off your carnivores, which really at this point are only gonna be Ceratosaurus and maybe one or two other dinosaurs. Replacing all of this is gonna... It would save me... It would give me $2,000, but... The thing is, we need to wait a little bit until we actually get the island fences. Oh, excuse me. I also recently applied to Booster Juice, so I'm like, fingers crossed, hopefully I get this job. One of my friends works there, and they said they would give a glowing recommendation. So if they do that and I score this job, I'll be a very happy boy. Very, very happy. Boom, boom, sell that. I'm getting absolutely gypped on the DNA I want. Absolutely gypped. What can I expect out of this, really? How far along is research coming? About 2 minutes, so I think by the time this expedition is done, we'll have what we need. Also, I took the time to name my Ranger teams. Ranger Team Jurassic, Ranger Team Cretaceous, and Ranger Team Triassic. That looks like the right to left thing is a bit off. But, I think we saw it in the last episode, I have every single Jurassic World Evolution Jeep skin. If they ever decide to put give helicopter skins for challenges for future achievements, that would be kind of awesome, but if they did, they would have done it already. That person is sitting perfectly still, and it's a little bit jarring. But hey, we have a Dilophosaurus genome now. Dilophosaurus is probably one of the best small dinosaurs you can have, because you can have 12 of them in the same enclosure and they will not attack each other. Their social needs, I kid you not, like you can have up to 12. You can have all manner of excellent things with these little dinosaurs. Plus, they make excellent raptor killers. Hint, hint. That's why I hate the science fiction, but what can you do? Research is a bit of a pain in the asshole, but hopefully it's not like 1:45 already. No, I still got about 15 minutes. Okay. And one other thing you can do eventually is ride on the monorail, which is, that's gonna be something that's gonna be fun. It's a 1.7 kilometer shuttle system. Okay, here we go. Research heavy steel is complete. So it is actually going to cost you a little bit more, but on this island I'm not going to complain. Because it's whatever. And the big thing is that now power won't be such a big problem anymore. Because remember, we used power to power everything, to power these fences. So, with that power going into these fences, we go from 24 minus 15. That is 9? Yeah, that's 9. 2. I'll have Ranger Team Jurassic take care of that.
Resupply request acknowledged.
2. Finally. 2. Management views. 38. That's a big jump. That is a 29-point increase, which is excellent because now I have more power to do more stuff, including build more hotels if I really wanted to, yada yada yada, blah blah blah, etc etc etc. I know that. Ranger Team Jurassic is on it already. God. I'm just messing with you. Okay. So now it's just a bit of a slow crawl. But I think we'll start off on this and then probably leave. Yeah. So we'll be back pretty soon with more Chunkingosaurus DNA back on Isla Muerta. And we're back to Isla Muerta. Ooh, the dust effects on the camera look pretty damn good. Wipe it off though, will ya? Okay. Like I said, it's a bit weird coming back here, but now we have... But our expedition time actually did go down. I'm not sure if it went down because of the loading per se or because of that cutscene, but it went down. And we'll also have a viewing platform set up relatively soon that will most definitely help with a bunch of good stuff. I think the Ranger Team skin on this island will be, let's do 2018 red. Yes, you may. Dilophosaurus, Chunkingosaurus. Bam. What was the security contract? Incubate a carnivore. Carnivore. What do we get here? Toy shop. Okay.
This is a side hustle you should get behind.
Ah, the best contract in the game. The power contract. Increases your rep up by 1 point, gives you 100 grand. For what? Making sure there's no power outages for 10 minutes? If you're not done with your power, which is fairly easy to not... It's fairly easy to be smart with your power and not be stupid, because it doesn't count buildings running out of power, it just counts basically sabotage attempts. That's it. So now you just basically wait for 10 minutes and make your cash. As you're making more cash by just having a park that's doing okay. What an easy way to get your rep up enough to get the next thing, which for me is a toy shop. What do we get from security? Dig speed. Oh, that's a good upgrade. Because it applies to every single one of your expedition centers too. So you go bam, 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 bam. How much free power do we have? I think it's 44. I think what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna have. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you. Okay. I wanted to have a look at this thing. Travel rating. Okay. Stop. 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 Trying. Thank you. Transport rating is at 33%.
Hey, just heard of a great opportunity we should get behind.
Do I want to? Nah. That does remind me, though, we should look into getting another contract. Expedition complete. Get back out there, boys. Clock's ticking. That was a Hoyang. That's just like, hold on. I couldn't have run out of money that fast, could I?
I'd strongly suggest you consider
900
taking
total
this
guests.
contract.
Okay. I won't mind too much. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. Create another shuttle system. And there we go. I think I will try and fix that system.
We're taking this one to the bank, and we got you to thank for it.
And then just fix that, because I know we're going to need to alter it in the future. It was like a new. Transport rating of 100%, that's just perfect. I think the only thing we really need now is probably a hotel. I think what we'll do in the meantime is we'll upgrade or put research into. Let's do outage protection. Do that, do that. It's going to be a little while until we can get over there, so why don't we try and pick up some new fossils out of Scholard? Because the Scholard is a brand new dig site, so we're guaranteed to get some new fossils out of there. Especially for one of my favorite dinosaurs in the game, Ankylosaurus.
Don't look at this as extra work. Look at it as extra money and experience.
Tourists love their photos, It's a way to prove to the folks back home that, yes, they did indeed see dinosaurs. This division has photo needs as well.
I wonder if you can hurt these dinosaurs. Looks like you could, actually. Maybe we should come back when it's feeding time. Which could be sooner than I think. Enjoy the music. Pretty sure this is original music too. Looks like they're getting to meet up. Let's go have the photo. I also love the rule of thirds grids that they just kind of put there. Ma'am, 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 you're in my way. Normally these photo contracts are super easy, but I can get 3 Sinoceratops in one picture. We're basically golden. Sometime. Where's she going? She's decided to eat over there. Alright. I think this is one contract we just gotta wait on. Me. Yes. At this point, I'll just sell that.
It's not even worth it.
I wasn't sure about this one, but you delivered.
Thank you very much. There we go.
Islam Muerta's entertainment division is excelling because of you. So you're getting a reward and everything.
Well, looks like we're just about out of time.
3 words. Contract, you, yes.
I will most definitely do that for you, ma'am. Because it doesn't make the entertainment division mad, so it's actually those are also really good contracts to have. Contracts that, contracts from the science and security division that kind of piss off the other one without really worrying too much about entertainment is an excellent one. So get that ball rolling, and then what is it? Ranger team scheduling? Oh, yeah.
Well done expanding the facility and getting those new buildings constructed.
Like, done. Super duper mega ultra easy. So, I think we'll leave it at that, and then we should probably get to the mission in the next episode. Cheers, and as always, don't forget to be awesome. Oops. Now don't forget to be awesome. See ya.
I know this one. An herbivore called Chungkingosaurus. Can you guess where it was first found? Don't tell me scientists don't have a sense of humor.